when I started to look out for an organization, suddenly TogetherWell popped up in the area of mental health. So on one hand, I was kind of looking for ways to give back to the community and help the community overall elevate their mental stability. And on the other hand, I could see that TogetherWell had similar kind of mission. And I wanted to also understand a little more. So I started as a volunteer, and then ended up being a board member. Right? It's basically like an online platform that people can tap into.
Sure.
On one side, there are facilitators and all the mental health professionals that can provide guidance and coaching. On the other hand, people that receive that kind of coaching come into place. So you have to come up with a corporate strategy, you have to come up with some partnership areas and so forth. So I think it's a good marriage of engineering and entrepreneurship, which is what kind of attracted me. Essentially, there are two people involved. One is the receiver, one is the provider, right? They both getting together is during a workshop.
Right.
The workshop is the final product where one delivers the workshop and one is a participant and receives information during the workshop.
Gotcha.
And TogetherWell facilitates the whole thing. TogetherWell allows this whole bridge to happen. Number one, I'm getting a lot of learning. Like 2 years ago, if you asked me a whole lot about mental health, yes, I could have spoken to you about mental health, but I did not know mental health was such a major industry in itself.
Right.
So many people suffering from mental issues, I had no idea about it. Right? So the potential certainly exists. The need obviously is there. And there are some crazy metrics that I read and heard during some of the webinars that within like 30 years or so, I know you asked about 5 years, but just to give you perspective, by the time our next generation is our age, there will be 1 in 2 people having a suicidal thought or would have attempted a suicide. That's a pretty scary and dark information to carry, right? So that's why I'm hoping that before it comes to that level, organizations like TogetherWell should start to have more impact to the community. So coming back to 5 years from now, that's what my hope for TogetherWell is as well. That they help overall elevate the mental health index of the community that they are able to impact. And since it's a virtual platform, the scope is phenomenal. It does not have to be limited to San Jose or Oakland or San Francisco or something like that. Like people are in need everywhere in all parts of the world. Anybody that has access to a computer and internet is somebody that we can actually, is a prospect for us to actually have a positive impact on. And so that's what I'm hoping for TogetherWell as well, to have like millions of people getting benefited by this platform.